if you have assets to protect. Again, talked several times about businesses and farms because I do work with a lot of farm owners and a lot of business owners. Basically, if you have assets to protect and you are planning on passing assets and you don't want to see them spent, long-term care may be something you should definitely consider. And when I say long-term care, I'm not always speaking of insurance. Some folks can't qualify for insurance because of health. That's one reason. If you're considering long-term care, don't put it off. When I first started selling long-term care insurance has been around since probably 1988, 89. And a lot of people did not really start looking at it until you really started seeing a push for long-term care probably in the mid-90s. But then you had people 75, 80 years old wanting to purchase long-term care, and at that point it's very expensive. Or it can't be qualified for because they've had health issues that they can't qualify for. Something that's happened in recent years because of claims, insurance companies have tightened their underwriting considerably, so it's harder to qualify now than say it was back in the 90s. What I'm basically saying is if you're considering long-term care, whether you talk to me or whether you talk to someone else, you really should look at it sooner than later while you're in good health, because it's only going to get harder to get, and it does get more expensive. If you bought a policy today, say at 55 versus 75, it is a significant difference in those two premiums between the two folks. You're not financially eligible for Medicaid or close to qualifying is another reason to consider it, and you can afford the premiums if it's less than 7% of your income. And again, you're in reasonably good health.